Hey, welcome back to the second video in this little mini series. And today we are talking about understanding your business concept. And there are several ways to go about testing your concept. Sometimes the idea is so brilliant that you just have to go for it and just try it out. And in fact, I think a lot of content creators should take this route. If your business idea is not centered around content in some way, then I certainly recommend that you follow the instructions in this video. No matter which way you go about testing your business concept, all the ways will definitely cost you something. The way I'm going to show you today will only cost your time. First, you want to make sure that there is a market for your idea. So we are talking about people who are going to be willing to pay you for your product or service at the price point that you are envisioning for yourself. In the next video, I'm going to cover your target audience, so don't dig into that topic too deeply today. I'm going to stick with just your business concept idea. An easy way to see if there is a market for your idea is to find out what industry your business would fall under and then go find a market analysis. This will show you an overview of what similar businesses to the one that you're thinking of starting, how they have done in the past 5 years, how they are doing now, and how they are projected to grow over the next 5 years as well. Knowing this information can help you plan appropriately for your business. Even if there is a decline in the market, it doesn't necessarily mean that your business idea is a bad one. It just means that you need to have that taken into account. You need to take into account external circumstances when you're doing your planning. Next, I want you to find 3 businesses that are similar to your idea or who you might consider competitors once your idea is established. Research these people and these corporations. You know, who sits on their board? Who's their target audience? How did their sales process work? If there are any customer reviews, I want you to take a look at those and find out what people who have worked with these businesses before are saying about their process, about their product, and about the company in general. This gives you an immediate insight into what you can do to improve your business. An easy way to find a competitive edge is to do what somebody else is unwilling to do. Do it better, do it faster. Whatever it is that you are going after. Again, we are looking at these companies so that you can see where your competitive advantage can come in. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, but you do need to reimagine it. You cannot just copy and paste what somebody else is doing and expect to have a successful business, especially if that other person, that other company, has been established longer than you. How is your product or service better than the competitors? What gaps are you filling in the market demand? How is your price competitive or appropriate for the product or service that you will be providing? What's the problem that you are solving for your target audience, and what's the value that you are adding to them? I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you right now, but good news is I've already put this in a worksheet for you to go through and answer these questions step by step. The link to that is in the description below. So let's get back on point. Now we're going to focus on you. As the business owner, your business fails or succeeds because of you. There are a lot of pitfalls that business owners can avoid simply by doing thorough research before they venture out and start their business. So now I want you to look at yourself objectively. What skills, expertise, knowledge, experience, and interest do you bring to your company that you can market and or leverage to set yourself apart from the competition? Maybe you also have valuable connections that you can bring into your business that would immediately set you apart and give you a competitive edge. Think about everything that you have, and this includes your network. You know, when I first started life coaching, I wish that I would have had more foresight into the possibilities before I started, which is why I'm going over your business idea concept. I actually could have scaled a lot quicker had I started putting my faith into the vision, into the possibility of what my business could have become. I would have scaled a lot quicker. It would have been a lot smoother for me. And I really would have been able to kind of reignite belief in myself and the possibility of my future a lot quicker. If you missed the first video in this series, please go back and watch that, where I talk to you exactly how I built a company in my lowest point. Timing is different for every person, no doubt about that. However, I want you to know that with the right drive, with the right faith, even in your lowest moment, you can start building a business. What I see a lot of entrepreneurs who are trying to become entrepreneurs do is that they tie it to something outside of themselves. So they tie it to, when I make a certain amount of money at my job, then I will be able to save X amount of money, and then I'll be able to start my business. Or when I have X amount of debt paid off. These things are all outside of yourself. The thing that you should be more focused on is if you are ready. Are you ready to step out and do this? Do you have the skills necessary? Do you have the systems in place in your life to make sure that you can succeed? Do you wake up at a certain time? How do you manage your time? What's your time budget like right now? All of these things need to be taken into consideration, obviously individually, but just know that there isn't a right time to start. You make the right time. The right time could be at your lowest moment. I've been in business now for almost 5 years, and one thing that I can tell you about my own story and about those that I have helped become coaches and business owners is that there isn't a right time. They become the right person. So start already shifting your thinking. Start getting unhooked from the systems about how you were taught to think about certain things and view it from another perspective. With the right business model, the right business idea, the right business plan, you can make the amount of money that you were needing to make before you left that job in a month, as opposed to a year waiting at your salaried position. So I just want you to understand this is about you way more than it is about these external factors. If you want to continue to outsource the energy, outsource the power, outsource the decision-making authority and capability to these external things, then it's always going to be put off for another day and another day. So I hope you understand that you are worthy of investing in yourself. When you become an owner, it's going to facilitate the ease of which your business comes forth. Hopefully this video has already gotten your mind thinking about things that you didn't initially consider for your business. And even more of those thoughts are going to come out once you actually do this research. This is exactly what this video is designed to do. I want you to start thinking about things in a way that you haven't yet already. Now take all of your research into consideration, and I want you to roughly draft how much it would take to start your business with all of the equipment and the startup fees that are necessary. How much money would you need? And what would you need monthly to break even? So how many sales would you need to reach that point? I also want you to estimate how much time you think it would take to get your business up to that break-even point and then to be making a profit. How much time will this require of you? Do you have the time budget to make this happen right now, or does something need to shift in your life before you can be dedicated to this 100%? This is really just the starting point, and a better way to really think about this is to think about your life, not your business, but your ideal life. You need to be able to factor in what would be required of you to get you there. Maybe it's actually twice the amount of work that you were initially thinking you would need to invest. Or maybe you need to have multiple revenue streams built in from the onset of your business. These things will depend on your vision for your future. But having these in your mind when you start a business is easier than trying to factor them in once you've already started. And the reason I say this is because if you underestimate the amount of time and effort and even money it will take to get you to your ideal life, that frustration can leave you feeling defeated, and it could even impact your decision to go after your dream life or to stop. I want you to know that starting a business is hard work from the beginning. This system is designed to keep you in the system. Your 9-to-5 is meant to keep you working there forever, and then you labeling that a good life. So just know that similar to a rocket needing to be stronger than the Earth's gravitational pull in order to reach outer space, you are going to need to force your way through your 9-to-5's force field as well. Part of this is because you have been conditioned now to just show up, to do certain things, and to make a certain paycheck. You will have to unlearn those systems in order to establish healthy systems that will make your business thrive. But I'll talk more about that later. In the next video, I'm actually going to talk about your target audience and why knowing them well will be the difference between slow growth, no growth, and immediate takeoff of your company. So if you're ready to get started now with that, watch this video.